in sports, because it's not going easy. But Michael, it looks like we are now a few days to the Australian Open, and one thing very certain is that the big guys and the minnows, some who are looking for top ranking points, some who are looking for elevation from where they are, some who are looking to get into the top 100. So we all press down, and that's very, very important when it comes to tennis tournament like this. So a lot of expectations as we head on. But then the expectation for we, pundits and followers of tennis, I'm just thinking what will be their expectation going to the Australian Open this week?
A lot. First is to see some of these big names who couldn't hit their prime last season to also come to the party, to make the WTA and the ATP more competitive, because we saw last year that only one man was just holding sway as the world #1 in the ATP, talking about Jannik Sinner. This season, the expectation from we, sport pundit, is to see some of these big names living up to expectation, where we're going to see a healthy rivalry, a healthy competition within some of these big names, likes of Novak Djokovic, who has deployed the services of a former player, talking about Andy Murray, to also make sure that he hits his 25th Grand Slam. Players like Carlos Alcaraz, players like Taylor Fritz, German Stefo, these are big name players that expectation will be high on them to also give Jannik Sinner a run for his money as the world #1. After dethroning Novak Djokovic last year from the world #1, he has continued to maintain that spot for a very long time, and look as though it has become his birthright. So the expectation for this season is to see some of these big names living up to expectation, thereby making the ATP more competitive, not just having one man sitting as the world #1 for a very long time without any serious contenders out there. Then in the WTA as well, we want to see Iga Swiatek bouncing back to world #1, the likes of Marketa Vondrousova, the likes of Iga Swiatek, the likes of Corey Kokogov, Jessica Pegula, our own Onjo Bois. These are big names players that you expect them to up their ante, raise the bar of their game this year, so as for us to see more exciting WT and see some of the great skills they had to display others. So these are some of the expectations. And then again, most importantly, some of the expectation again will lie on the International Tennis Integrity Unit, about the way they are carrying out their duties in terms of trying to punish some players who goes contrary to the rules. Last year, we saw one or two issues popped up as some players was fingered, or not fingered, was allegedly found contradicting the rules. Players like Jannik Sinner, testing positive twice, no serious action is taken against him, and some are saying maybe more like a preferential treatment from him and a lot of that. So this year as well, the expectation is to see if anybody goes contrary to the rules, if the Tennis Integrity Unit is going to live up to their nomenclature by wielding the big hammer, not minding whose odds is being God out there, not being sentimental favoritism. So these are some of the expectations for the year 2025, which for me, I think I'm seriously expecting some of these changes and putting my eyes on the ground to see how the Tennis Integrity Unit is going to make sure that they maintain that nomenclature by staying through to the course of their duty, by not being partial, by giving to Mr. A what they give to Mr. B, so that we see fairness without being biased, because these some of their actions last year and inaction has actually caused a whole lot of raising of the eyebrow, where so many players has come to the media to actually criticize their decision and all of that. So for me, these are some of the things that I'll be expecting this season, to see how they stay through to the course of tennis.
How they stay true to the course of tennis, and of course, let's see how far it goes. And a lot of expectation, like you said, Mike, and I think that's on point, because those expectations will materialize, or get to see how the activities of tennis will be looked at from spectators' point of view, and then pundits as well as fans. So all these put together will make for a tennis year.